What is going on here? There's golems everywhere. All over my redstone. Oh no! Oh, how did this happen? How did this happen? There's a block there. There's a block there. Guys, what is that for? Let me get rid of that. Oh, no. Oh. Hello and welcome back to Pandacraft. I'm Shane23 and I'm currently a long way from my base. That's right, I'm out at Sim's, his map making area, and I've actually been working with him. I have made one of his maps. Now I'm not going to show you what it is because it's really a spoiler for one of his videos, but trust me, it's awesome. But today I've got a really fun idea for a build which will actually cover up one of my farms, which is currently a bit of an eyesore. It's out in the middle of nowhere, out in the open. It looks terrible. So I'm going to fly all the way back home and make a start on the build. But before I head home, I think I should borrow some wool. Because look, Sim has so much wool and I've placed a lot for him. And I really need a little bit for my build. So yeah, I'm gonna go borrow some. He won't mind. And I'm talking, of course, about my iron farm. Look at it there, just out in the open, doing nothing. So as much as I like this farm, and I really do like it, I think what I need to do is cover it up completely and make it look really fancy. Now this isn't anywhere near my other base. It's not near Sim and I, it's not near anything, but I still want it to look good. Yeah, I've got to make it look good. Well, I better go get some gear. I need some materials, all sorts of stuff. I think this is probably going to be the biggest thing I've made on the server yet. Time to do some mining. I think that would be really boring to show all of my mining, so let's just show you what I've got. Yeah, there's a fair bit of andesite and tuff here, and I'm not even sure if it's going to be enough. I may be back in the mines before we know it. But before we get building, I think I need to get rid of this villager track. It's an eyesore, isn't it? It's worse than the farm itself. So I'm going to go get rid of all of that now before we can begin. And once that's all gone, we can start planning out exactly where we want this build. I intentionally did all this out of netherrack because it's so easy to get rid of and it's so abundant. It doesn't really matter if I lose it. I'm not planning on picking this stuff up. It's just gonna despawn. And that's much better. It may look like a mess now, but give it 5 minutes, wouldn't even know it was there. And the planning stage has begun. I'm using red wool because it stands out and there's plenty of it available for free at Sim's place. Okay, well this is the completed outline of the first build. There's actually going to be a few. And if I climb up here and look around, you'll see it's just a big square. It's not going to be a square, but it's going to be something that covers the entire farm. I'm just wondering whether I should risk leaving the farm running while I'm building. I'd certainly get a lot of iron, but there's a slim chance that the golems may, land on the platforms that I'm building. I'm not too sure. It should be wide enough, but there's a chance they may land on it. I guess we'll take that risk. I think what I might do now is let the replay mod do its thing and make a bit of a time lapse of this first build. I'll see you in a moment. And there we go. I think this is looking pretty good. I'm sure you can guess what it is now. It's a cooling tower for... Oh no. We've got golems on the inside. They're spawning on the inside. I was afraid of this. Actually, no, they can't be spawning. I put carpets down. So, no, they've got to be getting stuck on there, I think. Maybe they're getting flung across by the little pushes there and sort of getting stuck just on those corners. Okay, well, that's not so bad. I can fix that. I just have to thicken these walls up a little bit. Yeah, I can do that. That's a job for later though. Yes, but overall I am happy with this. Now, I do have some more towers to build, some more areas. So I think next up, I need to come out here. Have I got any more wool on me? No, I don't. I dropped off all my stuff down there. So I'm going to come and I've got 2 more towers on a build, probably around here somewhere. So I'll build the areas first where I'm going to build them and then do the next tower. Okay, that's the first area mapped out for the first of the smaller towers. And I need to do one more over here. And that's the second one, nearly done. Should be there any moment now. There we go. That one and that one. And that is the second area. So I've got 2 towers I've got to build. And I think I'm going to make a start on them right now. Well, we've finished 2 towers. There they are. There they are. Now, they took a while, but they're going to be in the background. They're not the main focus of this build. So next, I have to build the actual main building that's really going to make this look like it's supposed to look like. I'm going to throw a photo up on screen now, and basically this is the inspiration for what I'm going to build next. I used to drive past this every day for school. I mean, I didn't drive. The bus driver drove to and from school every day. And so this is my inspiration. I think I'll start with a bit of a basic outline first. It's a bit of a wireframe to get the basic shape and the layout, what I want to do. And then I'm going to start getting some resources. There's going to be a lot of blocks. I think this is going to be a big building. Well, this looks like a good place. Like the photo, it's going to be a big square building mostly. There's a few different levels and stuff like that. So I'm going to start building up here. I think it's going to fill most of this area here, probably out to this land, something like that. I'm going to build this frame and I'll come back in a minute and see how it looks. Oh, we're nearly done. Okay, I think we're nearly done. Let me put this last little beam across. And we've got a massive weird shape. Hang on, I'll fly away. There we go. So a bit of a stepped sort of building. Similar to the photo I showed you. Put that up on screen again. Yep, there it is. And I've got a bit of a wraparound building around here. 3 different main levels. I don't know, I'll have some pipes and some all sorts of stuff up here. It's going to be yellow. It's going to be very yellow. Yellow and brown. I think it's going to look good. I think. Anyway, now I've got to go get all the materials. I'm thinking yellow concrete, yellow terracotta, yellow wool, and a few other things here and there. I think they're going to be the main 3 though. So I'm going to go get all that. I'm also going to need a lot of the brown terracotta as well. So while I'm out here at the Mesa or Badlands, whatever they call it these days, I'm going to just get as much terracotta as I can. Oh, lots of the yellow and all the other stuff as well. Brown, everything. I think I'll just fill up a few shulker boxes and hopefully that will be enough. Well, I think now I have enough yellow terracotta. There's 1, 2, 3, and the rest of these boxes are just filled with random stuff. Because why not? I may as well get it while I'm here. Oh, that didn't take too long. I had a beacon over here, so that really made it easy. You can instant mine terracotta when you've got a beacon, even just a single tiered one like this. Okay, I'm going to tear this down and then head back and start building. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of yellow and other things needed for this particular build. All right, let's dump all this here. Whoa, yep. Let's dump it all in here. I might have to make another chest. What I think I might do now is head to the shopping district and see who's selling anything, I don't know, concrete, anything like that. I think if I go and visit Spider Watermelons and Billy Bob Turkey's shop here, I should get pretty much everything else I need aside from what I took from Sim. So they've got all the dyes, that's fantastic. All right, all the wools, we don't need the wools now. Glass and candles. I don't need that. No, up there. Okay, let's go up top here. Alrighty. Oh, I can see terracottas. I could have got the terracottas from here. Look at that. I mean, I would have needed more than that anyway. Okay. So I'm definitely going to need at least, I don't know, 2 rows of this stuff. So let's just grab this. Let's just grab it now. I'll pay for it. It's a diamond per stack. Not too bad. And let's go. Yep. Place it there. Okay. Put that away. Now, do they also have powder? They do. Okay. Oops. All right. See how much I need of that. I reckon I'm gonna need a fair bit of that as well. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we need all of this. So I'm just gonna buy it. Let's just get the whole thing. Last 2 stacks there. Thank you very much, Lee. And pay for that. There we go. Helping the economy. I'm pretty sure we're going to need some brown and some black concrete. So let's just take, I don't know, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 diamonds. There we go. And some black. Maybe like 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Across there. That's not 5. Oh, there's some gaps. There's 2 gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's take off those 2. Oh, almost gave him a tip. Let's just give him a tip. Let's give him a tip anyway. There we go. I think I'm now ready to start building this main building. I've got everything. I've gone and got the wool. I've got terracotta. I've got deep slate. I've got everything. So now I'm going to start here. And in my mind, I'm thinking that this, you can't really tell, but some of this is going to go in a couple of layers before it sticks out a bit further. You'll see what I mean. So I'm thinking that's going to be the outside of the main building. So this inner part's going to just come in a little bit like this. So I'm just going to do something really simple. I'm going to have like a bunch of randomized blocks here. Look, going across like this, like this, like this, like this. So it's going to go around most of the building, I think. And then later on, I'm going to come and put all pipes and all bits of little funny stuff everywhere. So I'm going to go do that right now. And maybe I'll do another little time lapse. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of time lapses in this one. I'm sorry. We'll do what we can. Okay. That was barely a time lapse, was it? But you saw me do the bottom walls. And I've also done one up here on the top terrace level thing. Whatever you want to call it. So next, I think I will tackle the roof. So I think there's like 4 sort of roofs of different levels. They're going to be sort of browny colors. I'll do that next and see how it looks. So this is the first bit of roof and I think I like it. I still need to come around and get rid of the red wool from before, from my borders, for my frames. And maybe an enchanted set of shears would be handy right about now. But once I've done that, I've got to replace them with the other blocks and then go and do the other few roofs, which I think there's only like, is it 3 left? Yeah, there's 1 on that level, 1 down there, and then there's that wraparound one that goes all the way to the end of the building. Yeah, all around the corner there and around the side. And then that'll be the roofs done. And here we go, all the roofs are done. Now this is designed to be seen from a distance, not really close up, so I think that level of detail is fine. And I'm still going to add some other stuff, all the other details of the building, and I've still got to come back and light it all up so I don't get lots of mobs like we've got down here. Convenient timing. Thanks, guys. But now I'm going to head over here, grab some of my stuff out of this chest, and begin work on the walls. Nailed it. So I'm pretty happy with how this is looking so far, but it is pretty plain. I mean, if I go and have a fly around, there is absolutely nothing to it. It's bare. It's bare. So I've got a bit of an idea of how we can make this look a little bit more industrial. First of all, I'm going to dig some holes along here. I think every 2 blocks. I should have got my shears. All the way along. Okay, there we are. Now let's go get our stuff. Okay, we've picked up all those blocks, and now I want some redstone torches. I think redstone torches. That's rockets. What am I doing? Redstone torches. Here we go. That should be enough. I'm going to put them here all the way along. And you may be wondering, why are you doing that? And you'll see in a sec. And now we want some iron blocks. Iron blocks as well as some, 8. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more than 8. As well as some iron trapdoors. That's not going to be enough. But what I'm going to do here is place the blocks on top of here. Like so. And then we're going to have some trapdoors all the way around. And because they're powered, they're going to face up. Not like that. If I didn't have that redstone torch under there, these trapdoors wouldn't face up and just defeat what I'm trying to do here. And now I just need to do all the other ones. Yeah, that uses a lot of iron. Lucky I bought a couple of more shulker boxes with me, but gee, I didn't really think that through, did I? This is not something you want to do if you don't have a fairly decent iron farm. I've got plans to put some more up here, so yeah, that's a lot of iron. I've started laying out a few things on the top here, the very top roof, but first, I think I need to do something about these things here. So what I'm going to do is I think quartz stairs. Should be, I think this is going to be a good fit. Yeah, that's working. That's working. That's adding a little bit of detail. So along here, I was thinking, you know, this is a pretty old trick. This is a pretty old trick for Minecraft. You know, air vents, everyone does this, but it works. There we go. Excellent. And let's finish these as well. Man, I'm going through so much iron. I didn't think it would be that much. I've got that shulker box is empty. And I think 3 or 4 more down there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, with that done and those bits done, I think now I need some more detailing along here. I think around here I'm going to do the helipad, the elytra pad, and see how that looks. Let's fill this up nice and quick. There we go. So now we've got our landing zone, the elytra pad. I'm adding a bit of a towery sort of thing. I don't know if it's going to look any good, but we'll see in a second for sure. Oh, balancing act. There. I think maybe there. Yes. I think that's okay. That's okay. Like my scaffolding, I'm using concrete. Okay, there's a bit of a antennary looking thing. Let's go into free cam. And look, even already that's starting to look better. I do want to have a bunch of sort of, I don't know, cabling, scaffolding sort of stuff around the place here. I don't know what to call it. But I better get some scaffolding if we're going to do that. It's going to be a lot easier. And maybe some light blocks to start lighting these roofs and stop this mob farm from happening. So I'm thinking something like this. Weaving its way up and along the wall. That could look pretty cool. Yeah. I like that. And then maybe... Oh, okay. I was going to say maybe like some other sort of pipe work here or something. There we go. I've added a little pipe as well. And I think it looks pretty cool. I've sort of lined it up with the other ones. I don't really know what it's supposed to represent, like in the real world, but it kind of looks mechanical, industrial, that kind of thing. And that's the look I'm going for, just to break up the flat surfaces, I guess. And that's another one. Don't know what it is. It's just pipes and stuff. So next up, I think I'm going to put a bit of a ladder right up here. Let's do that real quick. And then what I want to do is a bit of a, like a, what do you call it? Like a guardrail around it. Well, oh, here we go. A guardrail all around it. So that, you know, if it looked like a real ladder, it's a safety precaution. Maybe like this. Is that working? How's that looking? Okay, yeah, I think that'll do. I think that'll do. Let me finish it off real quick. It's not very realistic, but it'll do. And from a distance, I reckon that's going to be just fine. If I can fly. Oh, look at that. It's amazing what little bits of detailing will do to make it look so much better. When you get closer, you can see I've even put some light sources down underneath each of these. There's a frog lamp. So if I put on the overlay for light levels, it should be green everywhere as far as I can tell. So we shouldn't have any mobs spawning anywhere on our build and destroying it. I've got carpet on those, so that should help. The only thing at the moment things are going to spawn is on this bad boy over here. Yeah, you can even see it as I get closer. Look at that, yep. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. I'm thinking maybe glow lichen. Because carpets on everything would look a bit weird, I think. But that's a job for another day, I reckon. Oh, look at that. Did you see that landing? Okay, there's a few more little details. I've added in some redstone lamps. I'm not sure if I want to light those up yet. Maybe I should. This is looking pretty decent. Definitely got more work to do, which I think I'm going to work on between episodes. But what I want to get a start on right now, and I'm definitely not going to finish it right now, is the fact that, let me land here. Let me land, and I'll tell you. Is the fact that this thing's floating. But what I want to do next is make a start on the land around this thing. I'm going to terraform basically an island sort of coming out that this thing is situated on. It's actually going to be a lot of work. At least with terraforming, you don't have to be too pretty about it. The more random, the better, actually. So that's going to be fun, building that up around here, have a road, all that sort of stuff. It's going to look good. Well, I'm going to start filling in grass and dirt around here. It's going to go all the way around, and then I'm going to start tapering it off and terraforming to join up over there, like I said before. Well, as you can imagine, I have a lot of terraforming work ahead of me, and I'm going to do that between episodes so I don't bore you. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun making it. If you did, please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, comment below on what you'd like to see next. And I shall see you next time.